Support for Radio Friends comes from La Brunerie Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact La Brunerie Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Learn more at labrunerie.com or by calling 573-449-5313.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, January the 6th. It's a pleasure to have you with us as we start the first full week of 2020. And I want to introduce you to Suzanne Opperman. Good to have you here, Suzanne. With Smart Recovery. And we've talked about this before, but there may be some people who are not familiar. Explain what Smart Recovery is.
Smart Recovery is a non-12-step secular, so they don't have people choose a higher power. It's very about choice. Them making a choice that they want to recover, whether it's drugs, alcohol, sexual addiction, internet addiction, gambling, overeating. It applies to all those things because it has to do with how you think about it and how you feel about it.
So what you're saying is Smart Recovery, if you're an alcoholic, it works for you. If you're a drug addict, the same steps are used for recovery from alcoholism or drugs or overeating?
Mm-hmm. And it's not steps. It's considered a 4-point program. First, it's something that you need to make a choice that you want to do because you cannot force someone to lose their dependency. That does not work.
Okay.
Those that recover with being forced to do things are maybe 10% because it wasn't their idea. And you're shaming them. When you have a big family, confrontation meeting, you're adding to their very low self-esteem that's already very low.
So if you've got a loved one who is an alcoholic, if they don't want to quit drinking, there's nothing that you're going to be able to do?
No, nothing. It has to be a choice.
But you can be a part of helping them make that choice, correct?
Correct. It has to do with family and friends, which is another separate part of Smart Recovery. Learning how to provide positive comments, positive reinforcement when they do some things that are more in the direction of recovery. So the whole point is not to wait until somebody is so desperately ill. It's trying to help people before they get to that point, because then it really gets hard. And not waiting till they're crashing.
Right.
It's to try to intervene, especially with youth, teens, adolescents, when families are involved. It's getting them to respond to your positive comments. You're being supportive. You're not criminalizing them. You're not putting them down. It's just like training a dog.
Yeah. So Smart Recovery then is not only for the person who has the alcohol or drug problem, but also for the people who care about them.
Yes, and that's really my focus, because having been one of those people, you're lost. You're absolutely lost. You don't know what to do. You feel so sad. You feel overwhelmed, and it gives those people some power in mainly building their own self-esteem.
Yeah. And all of this is available online, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Obviously, we could continue on this for an hour or more, but we are out of time. The best thing to do is, if you have someone in your life who is going through a situation that we just discussed, is go to the website,
yes,
right? And perhaps try to direct them to that website also, yes, without harping.
Yes.
Without harping on them.
You just offer. You say,
all
this
right,
is something, the supportive people are the families and friends that are going to help change that person's direction most of all, because they're the closest.
Right. Thank you very much, Suzanne.
You're welcome.
And please come back again.
Okay.
If you want more information, the website that we talked about is www.smartrecovery.org, and it is perfect for loved ones or for someone who has an addiction. Okay? www.smartrecovery.org. Got it. Now, I want to introduce you to Kelsey Hammond, who is the new director of the Columbia Art League.
Hi.
Welcome to Radio Friends,
Thank
Kelsey.
you. Thank you.
Okay. So you stepped into that director position how long ago?
July of this
All right.
year.
So about 6 months.
About,
or so.
yeah. Mhm.
July of last year. This is 2020.
Oh, you're right.
This is 2020 now.
I'm still trying to get it all set. It's only the 6th.
So what do we got going with the Art League?
So we are just about to put up our annual food show, which always has a different name. So this one will be called Taste, and so tons of artists will have put their work in, all food related in all different media. And then we will have the Let Them Eat Art event in February, which will be where local chefs make a dish inspired by the artwork that are on the walls.
That's called Let Them Eat Art.
Art, correct.
Okay, so you got Taste in January.
Yep.
And Let Them Eat Art in February.
Yes.
And this is when new dishes are actually created, aren't
Yes,
they?
absolutely. So the chefs will come in and they will see something on the wall, and then they will make a taste inspired by what they see.
How many different chefs will you have?
I think we will have about 16.
And from the city of
Yes.
Columbia.
Yeah.
Okay. And if people want to participate in this, they have to be a member of the Art League to submit a piece of artwork?
Not this show. So any artist who's in the community can enter this show, and it's a juried show. So then a juror will come in and pick the artworks they will have on the wall. And then, so sometimes you're a member, but you don't have to be.
Okay, well that's interesting. So
Yeah.
if you're an artist and if you're not a member of the Art League, of course they would love for you to become a member of
Of
the
course,
Art League.
yes, of course.
But if you're not, you can present your piece of artwork, and then jurors will decide whether it's going to go up on the wall or not.
Correct.
Then when it goes up on the wall, the chefs come and take a look at it, and among 16 of them, they decide which one they want to create a food to.
Yes, exactly.
And then that's open to the public, right?
And that's open to the public, yep. And we sell tickets for that event. It will be February 20th.
Okay. When you are looking ahead to 2020, what do you see for the Columbia Art League?
Well, we are offering more shows than we ever have before. So we'll have 8 gallery shows. So we've increased that, more opportunity for artists to be seen in the community. We have a big fundraiser coming up in March called the Patron Party, where we'll have 200 artworks hanging on the wall of the gallery, and we will be selling tickets. And if you buy a ticket, you will get to take one of those artworks home with you. So
Wait.
Yeah.
You're saying all you have to do is buy a ticket.
yeah.
And then, well, what if the piece of artwork you want, somebody else wants?
That's the whole fun. That's the risk of the game. So it's kind of like gambling. It's kind of like an art exhibit. It's a mishmash of all these things. So your name will get pulled out of a hat.
So you don't know what piece of artwork you get.
Right, exactly. But you'll have a couple weeks to look and decide and make a list of your favorites.
Okay,
Yeah.
you got it. All this information is available at the Columbia Art League or online.
Yes,
What's
correct.
your web address?
ColumbiaArtLeague.org.
Okay. And Kelsey Hammond, I thank you so much for coming
Thank
by.
you.
I wish you success and a long stay with the Columbia Art
Thank
League
you.
as a new director.
Thank you very
6
much.
months now.
6
okay?
months, exactly.
We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Barbara Buffalo will be with us from the city of Columbia. Something you'd like to hear or see, I would love to hear from you. Drop me an email. That's pepperp@missouri.edu. Bye-bye.